Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at a site called Phe Phe Clothing. You can find it at phfsbboutique.com.
And it is a strange one.
It really is. I mean, you go there and you see trendy clothes for men and women, handbags, backpacks, and then outdoor garden decor.
Right, like ceramic gnomes next to high fashion.
Exactly. So our mission for this deep dive is to figure this out. Is Phe Phe Clothing a legitimate online shop, or is this whole thing just a very polished scam?
And it's a perfect example of the challenge you face online because when you first land on the site, the polish is, well, it's impressive.
Oh, absolutely. It looks totally professional. It's got a clean, minimalist logo, really simple navigation.
Just men, women, home and garden.
Yeah, and this big Shop Now banner, it looks, every bit like a real online store you'd trust.
And here's the critical part. The technical side seems legit. It runs on HTTPS encryption.
Right, it has.
Exactly. And the shopping cart actually works. You can add things, you can check out. That tells you someone has put in a real technical and financial investment to build the shell of a business.
Okay, so we have the shell, but that's often where the problems start, right? You have to peel back the varnish. I mean, if the tech is sound, couldn't this just be a brand new, legit startup that just hasn't built a social media presence yet?
That's a fair question, but that's where we start seeing the red flags. The combination of products, the fashion, and the garden gnomes, that's a huge giveaway.
What does that tell you specifically?
That kind of bizarre mix usually means the vendor is just using an automated generic product feed. They're pulling from these huge non-specialized supply chains. It's classic drop shipping behavior.
Okay, that makes sense. So the product mix itself is a clue. But what about the business, like the trust indicators that should be there but aren't?
Well, there's zero transparency. The About Us page is almost empty.
Yeah, there's no story, no people behind it.
And the shipping and return policies are incredibly vague. A real e-commerce site will give you a registered name, clear processing times, and most importantly, a verifiable return address.
And when policies are that vague, they're usually hiding some dangerous little clauses, aren't they?
Precisely. They'll use some boilerplate text promising a 30-day return window, but then they hide exclusions. Or worse, the return address they give you doesn't exist. Or it's overseas, making it impossible to resolve anything.
And this all ties into the fact that there's no community context. If people are actually dying from here, where are they? We found, like, a total absence of independent reviews.
Nothing. No reviews, no customer photos, no social media footprint at all.
It's like it exists in a vacuum.
And you connect that to the images on the site. They're all generic stock photos, no model credits, probably just scraped from other places.
Right, so they've never even seen the products themselves.
Probably not. And then you have the heavy discounts, which almost always means compromised quality or incredibly long fulfillment times. It just confirms that you have to be cautious.
So, the overall assessment leans heavily toward caution. The site works, but it just hasn't earned anyone's trust. So if you're tempted by those prices, what's the smartest way to check the risk before you click buy?
Forget the price for a second. Focus on the fulfillment time. If the site quotes you, say, 4 to 6 weeks for shipping,
then you know for sure it's overseas drop shipping.
yes. And that fundamentally changes your risk. You're accepting a long wait, probably low quality, and almost certainly no real option to return it.
Which means you absolutely have to use a payment method with strong buyer protection, a credit card that lets you dispute the charge.
And this all brings up a really important final thought for you, the shopper. The technical setup here, the working cart, the encryption, it looks high-end. But the business credibility, the customer history, the policy clarity
Is non-existent.
Totally. So what does this increasing sophistication of these polished temporary storefronts mean for how you decide who deserves your money? It's a crucial distinction to make now between a website that simply functions and a business that's actually trustworthy.